There are many videos on the internet about the ultimate PS2, and I'm even planning my own ultimate PS2 build in the future. But in reality, the best PS2 might just be your MacBook Pro. Obviously, this can't be a real PS2, but it can emulate it very well. Aether SX2 is a PS2 emulator for ARM-based systems like phones and now the latest Macs. So if you have any of the latest M-series chips in your Mac, you can play pretty much any PS2 game at a whopping 1440p with a steady 60 frames per second. Heck, sometimes even 4K. And the best part is, it's really simple to set up. So let's go over how to get started, then I'll show off some gameplay, and I'll end with my final thoughts. Let's go. So you have your MacBook Pro in front of you. You're gonna wanna pull up aethersx2.com. I'll have that link down below. Probably the only thing I'll have linked down below. We're gonna go to downloads. We're gonna scroll down. You're gonna click on desktop. Scroll down again, hit Mac, and you're gonna click on the latest release, which should be this top one here. Just check the date on the side. This was Saturday. This was 2 days ago. Nice. Click on it. Allow it to download, and it's going to download. Pretty simple. Once it's downloaded, you can hit the down arrow up in the top right, and now you can click on Aether SX2. Oh, it can't be opened because Apple security stuff. They don't want anything opening that you download because they don't trust you. So you can hit OK, and we're going to go to the system preferences. You're going to want to click on security and privacy. You're going to want to go to general, and at the bottom there, allow apps downloaded from. It's going to automatically pop up with Aether SX2 because that's the last thing we tried to open. We're going to go ahead and click open anyway because we want to open it anyways. Hit open once again. Okay, I don't know how to deal with this. Never mind. Just click OK apparently. So I can't tell you where to get your games because we're not a bunch of dirty pirates. And I don't really feel like doing a tutorial on how to rip your own games. So use your own games, please. So now's the time to put all of your games into a folder. I'm using the .iso files, but you can use any of these files listed here. I put them all into my PS2 folder. Add game directory. I have it on my desktop. So we're gonna hit desktop. Yep. And click on PS2 and open. Allow it to scan, and boom, all of your games pop up. We're gonna click on Gran Turismo 4, and oh, would you look at that. Aether SX2 requires a PS2 BIOS, and just like it says here, for legal reasons, you must obtain the PS2 BIOS from your own PS2 console. There's definitely not a way online to find that anywhere. But once you have that PS2 BIOS, it should be placed in Tools menu, Open Data Directory. So let's go do that. Go Tools, Open Data Directory, BIOS, and folder is blank. I'm gonna drop this in there, and then we can go ahead and open Gran Turismo 4, and boom, just like that, it opens up and works beautifully. And I don't have a memory card. It'll allow you to do that anyways. I just realized you can't use the mouse. So let's exit out of this real quick. We're gonna go to settings. We're gonna go to graphics. We're gonna change it to metal. You can mess around if you want, but sorry if I don't get the vernacular right, but metal is the engine that Macs use. I don't think that's right, but metal is Mac. I'm gonna go with metal. I've heard Vulkan works really well. I don't know enough about this stuff. Click on the rendering tab. Native's always nice, but we're gonna bump that up to 4x native. That's 1440p. Some games might be able to run 4K if you have the M2, or if you're watching this later after the M2 MacBook Pros are announced and stuff like that, because we all know that's coming. Those should be able to run this in 4K, no problem. 1440p is plenty, and really, I'm not gonna touch anything else. So right here, I've got my PS4 controller, and I'm holding the share button and the PS button. That's gonna get it to blink like this. I don't know if you can see that. We're gonna go to this tab up here, click on Bluetooth, Bluetooth preferences, and my DualShock 4 controller is popping up, so we're gonna connect to that. I have it wired because this thing's dead, and it looks like it's connected. So we're gonna hit settings up here, controllers, Click on controller port 1. That's going to be a DualShock 2 because it's PS2 emulator. Go over here since we're using the PS4 controller. Can hit automatic mapping. And for some reason, my PS4 controller is not popping up. DualSense. DualSense will work. Now that our controller is actually popping up, hit the automatic mapping and it should show up with your controller. This is a PS5, so everything's going to show up. We won't have to manually do anything. Close that, and Gran Turismo it is. Look how clean that is. Holy crap. You can actually read the words on the screen. I was just working on a video or a short, I don't know what it's gonna be yet, on the M Classic. If you don't know what that is, that's an upscaler. It's an HDMI upscaler. I don't notice a freaking thing. There is no difference, in my opinion, with it on or off or not even plugged in. It looks awful. And I know emulation is a completely different beast, but this looks phenomenal. Let's play a game. This looks more like a PS3 game than a PS2 game. This could pass for freaking PS4. Look at this car. Yeah, if you like pixel peep, there's some jagged edges, but holy crap. Still rocking a steady 60 frames. I don't know what brake is. Oh, okay. Square's brake. Square's brake. I've been playing this with a wheel, so I don't really know what the controls are. I also suck at racing games, by the way. Unless it's Mario Kart, I'm not gonna do well. That's why I'm in dead last. I still came to a complete stop, but I didn't hit the wall. That's good, right? Not crashing. But just look, like, the trees are as good as like Legends Arceus. Like, this is amazing. But you can actually read the text. I keep hitting the trigger to brake. It's not left trigger. I'll stick to driving my Malibu. There's probably a way to do it, but I tried connecting my racing wheel and I just can't do it. This is an actual PS2 racing wheel too. It's USB. Now it's in this video so I can actually write it off. I'm gonna turn off the cameras and we're gonna try some other games out real quick.
Go straight. All right. Wow. Move it, move it. Got it. Ready?
While Super Monkey Ball Deluxe plays wonderfully, it does freeze every time it loads a new level. That's the only real emulation problem I've run into so far. It's really not a big deal, but I thought I'd mention it. Overall, I have no real complaints about this thing. It still has its hiccups like it did with Monkey Ball, but from what I can tell, there's really not much to worry about. I don't know why my DualShock 4 didn't work for me, but the DualSense is better in my opinion anyway. I know it's possible, it just didn't work for me. So what do you guys think? Let me know in those comments down below. Like I said earlier, I will be doing my own Ultimate PS2 video sometime in the future, and modding streams should be back this week, so I'd get subscribed so you don't miss those. Plus, we're almost at 50,000 subscribers, and I wouldn't want to miss that giveaway. I've also got a really cool members only video coming up, so if you want to see it like these beautiful people here, I'd hit that join button down below. If you can't afford to, that's totally okay, but you can listen to Brittany for free. So like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. I don't really have any funny things that happened. Sorry. I got nothing for you. Head back to camp.